Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just before this video starts, I'm going to put a little disclaimer here to say that everything you see in this video is for research purposes. It's all completely above board. I've got a medical prescription, so it's perfectly legal for me. Don't try this at home because I am a trained professional, obviously, of course. And YouTube, don't strike my video down, please. Yo, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Sitka Legends Cherry Triumph. I've heard good things about their flower. That Yoda cap's supposed to be incredible, but to be honest, I'm more interested in the ones that people aren't talking about, and I haven't seen people talking about this, so I'm interested in what this is saying and what this is like. This is ice cream cake crossed with cherry cheesecake, which, to be honest, sounds interesting. I like ice cream cake. Never had cherry cheesecake, but anything that's got cheese in it, I'm there for it, because who doesn't like a bit of cheese? I mean, some people don't like cheese just because it was around so much, but I do love a bit of cheese. But 28% THC, less than 1% CBD. The expiry on this is the 6th for the 1st, 2026. So this has got a good bit of life left in it. Let's just rip it open and just see what's going on in there. Whoosh. Ooh. 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 So it looks a bit scraggly. I'm not gonna lie, it looks a bit scraggly. It's not massively dense. It's quite airy looking buds, and it's squished really well, but it's nice and dry. It's not like too dry. It's about right, to be honest. But no Bavita pack in these. Buds are all a bit battered. I ain't gonna lie, they all look a little bit battered. I'd say it looks like some of that's been machine trimmed, if not all of it. But it smells like it's piney. It's gassy. There's something else there as well. It's definitely not cherry like people go, oh, it smells like a cherry. It doesn't smell like a cherry. Stop saying that shit. It smells incredible though. It does smell lovely. It's a little bit muted, but it smells good. The smell that is there is incredible. It's very sativa looking. Is this a sativa dominant hybrid? No, indica. Quite dark looking in places. Very covered in crystal. It's got a bit of a meaty smell. I ain't gonna lie, there's a bit of a smell of meat in there. I think that happens to a lot of flour that gets packed for a while, though. It starts to get that bit of a foisty, meaty smell, but it does generally tend to get better once you glass jar it. I don't think this is going to need Bavita, and I ain't going to lie. Got a bit of stalk attached to them buds in there. They'll show you it during the shorts in a minute, but yeah, there's some bits on the end of each little, because the buds are quite small. There's nothing massive in there. They're probably about that long, but like quite slim. So yeah, they look more like sativa buds, but got that foxtail-y sort of look to them. Interesting. It's nice though. It looks decent. It reminds me of a couple of the Jungle Boys bits, the smell and the look of it, to be honest. And I have no problem with the Jungle Boys bits. A lot of that's perfectly fine. I know there's a lot of people that complain about it, but generally it's because of the price. Because Jungle Boys is a bit midi for what people charge for it once it reaches the UK. If you bought it over there, obviously it's not as expensive. But yeah, once it lands in the UK, then prices go absolutely insane. Because I know back in the day, man, I paid some serious money for some of them Jungle Boys packs, and I know I probably shouldn't have, but can't help myself. Do like a bit of flour. But yeah, no, I'll say again, I'll give this a couple of days. I'll jar it. I will jar it. I won't Bavita it. I'm not going to. It's not worth it. I'll do the shorts now. I'll let you see that, and I'll just let you know what it's like in a few days. I think it's going to be pretty good though, by the looks of it. Obviously, you never really know until you've had the effects of it and that. But yeah, no, it looks alright. It looks alright. Smells decent. Yeah, I'll get back to you in a couple of days. Yo, what's going on? I'm back again. The Cherry Triumph. What do I think of it? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you here, because there was a couple of negatives with this, but there's also some positive in this one. But obviously, let's just start with the price of this, because well, this kind of rolls into all of it, actually. So, obviously, the price of it is quite expensive. It is very expensive. This is 90 quid. It was on CB1, which is not cheap. Obviously, I do know that CB1 have got this reputation for charging more, and I have actually seen over the last few days there's a lot of it going on again on CB1, which I'm not exactly happy about. Overcharging for flour is, when everyone else is paying a lot cheaper, is not a good look at all. So for 90 quid, this was not the best looking flour. It was quite stalky. Obviously you've seen the short now. It was quite stalky. It's quite scraggly. But that isn't everything, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't necessarily mean it's terrible flour, because this is where it gets better. It isn't. The flour is actually decent. There's a few bits in there which are really small and scrawny, which as I've vaporized them, they haven't tasted exactly the same as some of the bigger buds in them. But it was nice. It was decent flour. I'm not sitting here saying it's the best out of everything I've ever had, but it was a decent bit of flour. I use the XL stalks for the Solo 3. I don't grind any bud at all. I just put a nug in and I'll go for it. I did 2 last night before bed because my head was killing me. My eyes were killing me. And I slept like a log. It worked perfectly fine. I just dropped off to bed and just when I was out until the morning, which, you know, like them advantages of flour for me are just exactly what I love about it, because honestly my sleep is so bad. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I've still got a headache I went to bed with. Yeah, so when I can find a flour that can do that, I enjoy it. I'm not going to tell you that this, like I said, I'm not going to tell you that this is the best flour that you've ever seen in your life, because that is not the case. I would probably rate this about a 7.5, and I'm not sure it's worth that money. I ain't going to lie to you. If it was 80 quid or 75 quid, I'd be more inclined to get it again. I don't think I'd get it again at that price. I'm pretty convinced of it that I wouldn't get it again. But it's not terrible. But then it's up to you whether you'd be willing to spend that sort of money, really. The taste is great. The effects are great. It was long-lasting. It acted quite well. I had it about 2 hours before bed. I did 2 big loaded-up ones, and it's, like I say, it sorted me right out until the morning. So, yeah, probably 7.5, 8, maybe, pushing it towards it. But, nah, 7.5, because the flour and the stalk in there, it just puts me off of it a little bit. But other than that, it was decent. It was decent. I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was decent. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, drop me a like. If you don't, drop me a dislike. Subscribe to the channel. Help us grow. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Phenomenon.